Welcome to Vital Blueprint. Today we are going to challenge everything you think you know about fasting. If you've been religiously following a 16-8 schedule, fasting for 16 hours and eating for 8, and you aren't seeing the deep metabolic changes you expected, you need to listen closely. You might be wasting your time. Fasting has become a global trend, but there is a massive gap between not eating and metabolic healing. It is estimated that 95% of people are approaching keto and fasting incorrectly. They focus on the clock instead of their internal chemistry. If your body is stuck in a state of insulin resistance, simply skipping breakfast isn't enough to unlock the energy stored in your fat cells. You are essentially starving your cells without actually repairing them. To optimize your biology, we have to look at fasting as a tool for cellular surgery. The real goal is a process called autophagy. This is your body's internal recycling program, where it identifies damaged proteins and malfunctioning cells and breaks them down for fuel. However, for most people with high insulin, autophagy doesn't even begin to peak until you've crossed significant time thresholds, often far beyond the 16-hour mark. In this masterclass, we are moving beyond basic intermittent fasting. We are going to show you how to identify if your fast is actually working, the secret metric that tracks your cellular repair, and the hidden saboteurs that break your fast before you even realize it. If you want to stop wasting time and start reversing medical problems through healthy living, you need a blueprint that follows the science of ketones. Let's look at the first critical step: understanding the timing of repair. One of the most common questions is, how long do I actually need to fast to trigger autophagy? The truth is, it's not just about the hours, it's about your metabolic ratio. This is a calculation that measures the relationship between your blood glucose and your ketones. If your glucose remains high during a fast due to previous poor nutrition or high stress, your body will refuse to switch into deep repair mode. You can track this yourself using a blood ketone meter. By dividing your glucose by your ketones, you get a number that tells the real story of your metabolism. A high ratio means you are still in storage mode. A low ratio, specifically below 80, is the signal that your body has finally entered deep autophagy, where the real healing of your brain and heart begins. This transition is essential because your brain is a massive energy consumer. When you provide your brain with ketones, you are bypassing the energy blockages caused by years of high sugar intake. This is how you reverse the quiet emergency of brain decline and mental fatigue. To reach these levels without wasting days of effort, you have to be precise. You need to know if you are eating the right fats to support this transition. Measuring your omega-3 index can provide a clear picture of whether you have the necessary building blocks for a healthy heart and brain. But even if you are tracking your ratios, many people accidentally sabotage their results with what we call a dirty fast. Let's break down what actually belongs in your fasting window. If you want to stop wasting time, you have to stop teasing your insulin. Many people believe they are fasting while consuming diet drinks, artificial sweeteners, or creamers that contain hidden sugars like maltodextrin. These substances can spike your insulin, effectively shutting down your fat-burning and cellular repair processes immediately. So, what can you actually have while fasting to stay in the blueprint? Salt and water are your best allies. It may sound strange, but salt is incredibly effective at managing hunger and keeping your electrolytes balanced during a fast. When you stop eating, your kidneys flush out sodium, which is why many people experience headaches or low energy, the keto flu. A high-quality salt is strangely satisfying and keeps your energy stable. Beyond salt and water, you have a few safe options that won't disrupt your metabolic repair. Black coffee. Cold brew is often better as it is less acidic. Fasting tea. Unsweetened green or black teas are excellent for mental clarity. Ketones in a can. Exogenous ketones, BHB, can be a powerful bridge for beginners. They provide your brain with immediate fuel. However, avoid snacking on keto-friendly liquids. Every time you consume something with calories or sweeteners, you are pausing the deep repair work of autophagy. If you find it impossible to fast because your hunger is too intense, it's a sign that your body isn't yet fat adapted. In that case, you don't need to fast longer. You need to change what you eat when you aren't fasting. If you find yourself stuck in a cycle of metabolic inflexibility, where your hunger is constant, your energy is low, and your brain fog feels like a permanent fog, you need more than just a timer. You need a metabolic reset. To stop wasting your time and start seeing results, we recommend a focused 3-day metabolic kickstart. This isn't about starvation. It's about a radical shift in fuel sources. For 72 hours, the blueprint suggests focusing on a very specific nutritional profile: sardines. Why sardines? They are a metabolic cheat code. They are incredibly high in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for reducing systemic inflammation and repairing the lining of your arteries. They provide high-quality protein without any carbohydrates, which forces your liver to transition from sugar burning to ketone production almost immediately. This sardine challenge is one of the fastest ways to lower stubborn blood sugar and prime your system for a successful long-term fasting practice. Once you've completed the kickstart, you move into the Vital Blueprint 30-day recovery roadmap. This is designed to take you from a sugar-dependent metabolism to a high-performance, fat-burning machine. Week 1. Fat adaptation and stabilization. During the first 7 days, do not worry about the clock. Your only goal is to lower your insulin by eliminating all processed carbohydrates and inflammatory seed oils. Replace them with stable, healthy fats, like grass-fed butter and animal fats. As the sources suggest, if you feel hungry, eat butter. Fat does not spike insulin and provides the stability your cells need to start repairing. This is also the time to ensure your electrolyte blueprint is solid. Use high-quality salt and water to manage any transitions in energy. Remember, salt is strangely satisfying when your body is searching for fuel. Week 2. Mastering the ratios. In the second week, it's time to stop guessing. To know if you are truly healing, you must measure your metabolic ratio. This is the relationship between your blood glucose and your ketones. Using a reliable blood ketone meter is the only way to get an accurate picture of what is happening inside your cells. Aim to see your glucose dropping and your ketones rising. When your ratio consistently falls below 100, you have achieved basic nutritional ketosis. This is where your brain begins to write a new plot for your health, moving away from the quiet emergencies of brain fog and cognitive decline. Week 3. The transition to clean fasting. Now that your body is fat adapted, you can begin to extend your fasting windows safely. This is where you implement the clean fast. No sweeteners, no creamers, and no fasting-friendly snacks. Stick to salt, water, and perhaps a high-quality black coffee or tea. If you need additional support for your brain health during this transition, certain supplements like K2 plus D3, magnesium, and MCT oil are considered no-brainers to support mitochondrial function and arterial health. You may also find that exogenous ketones can act as a powerful bridge during these longer windows, providing your brain with fuel while your body continues its deep repair work. Week 4. Maintenance and long-term vitality. By the final week, your goal is consistency. You should notice a significant shift in your breathless threshold and mental clarity. This is the stage where you begin to repair the long-term damage of insulin resistance. To continue your education, we highly recommend diving into specific resources. Look for expert playlists that focus on reversing insulin resistance once and for all, or deep dives into the best foods to eat on keto. There are also extensive guides available on the must-take supplements to ensure you are supporting your brain health as you age. Remember, your glucose tells a story, but your brain is writing the plot. Fasting is the most powerful tool in your biological arsenal to ensure that story is one of vitality and longevity, rather than decline. Stop fasting for the clock and start fasting for the blueprint of your future self. Thank you for joining us for this Vital Blueprint Masterclass. If you are ready to master your metabolism and stop wasting your time, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share this blueprint with someone who needs to hear the truth. For more tips on grocery lists, hormone health, and metabolic repair, check out our recommended playlists in the description. We'll see you in the next video as we continue to build your path to peak vitality. Vital Blueprint. Master your metabolism.